Right, hello and welcome everyone. I'm back. My name is Ruku. Taking a little bit of time off lately for doing these videos, some beer reviews. Two reasons. One, I've moved location since my last filming, and secondly, I'm slowly running out of beers that may be worthwhile to review. So give me a little while, fans, and I'll promise I'll keep uploading some new ones. So I do apologise for the time period I haven't been here, so hopefully I've been well missed, and feel free to comment on that if you wish to. Right, I'm going for Belgium, a very well known beer in fact, called Stella Artois. So Stella Artois is from Belgium, and it's a very famous beer, most people know it, and the horn there represented, I think, something to do with the original brewery, I do believe. This comes in at 5%. I don't think you can see that on the front because my camera's going a little bit blurred. I am using my own mobile data for this, so I do apologise if it cuts out or anything like that. But it has won about 4 medals, and it's currently a 330ml bottle. Might get a better picture on there. Can we see that? No, for some reason the camera's being shit. Thank you, camera, for being shit. I can't see this, but maybe you can see this actually live, I don't know. But yeah, it's a 335%, pretty standard. It just doesn't tell me anything about it, but it is brewed by, I think, the Carlsberg factory. So people that own Carlsberg, again, taking over the fucking world. Nice bit of design there, I just will point this out quickly. Nice little foil wrap that kind of covered the cap, like that, and peels off. There's a cap for an enthusiast, just bears the word Stella Artois in a sort of gold pale colour. So there you go, lovely stuff. Stella Artois itself looks good. Used to drink this all the time, and I'm going to give you just a little brief going back in time. So I'm actually going to time travel and go back in time in a little bit. I've got something to show you fans that hopefully true beer lovers will appreciate. There's your Stella Artois. You can see the carbonation free flow streaming nice and steadily. Looks almost smoky and dancing, almost as if it's like a whirlpool of just bubbles. Pale golden colour. Can't really see much in this light. Maybe I should stick the light on, that might be helpful, although it is dark outside. Dark and gloomy. We've had shitloads of rain here in England, but never mind, I'm pressing on. Head itself, very good. There's your head. Small bubbles. Watery looking head. Yes, so thick. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I'm going to get on with the smell, so let's see what I can smell out from this. Okay, I'm getting a grass skunky smell. Little bit of yeast and dough. A fresh breaded smell almost. Yeah, a bit of barley, I'm guessing. I don't really know, but that's quite fresh. Array of different smells. Looking good, looking good. So here we go. Cheers, everyone. Yeah. Very fresh tasting, very clean tasting. Very slight basic flavours, but the basic flavours that you are getting are very clean, palate cleansing. They are fresh in the mouth. You get a nice fresh feel. This has been sat in the fridge for a few days now, so this thing is ice cold. So I'm also getting the coldness of this, which is always nice. Don't want a warm beer. Basic flavours of just malt, barley. Slight bit of hops. The head is small, slight bitter, frothy-ish, but it stays with you, and then It leaves you just a dry bitterness almost. But then you kind of, towards the end, I'm guessing, it's almost mellows out into a very fresh sweetness. Watery to light body. Quite low carbonate. Just working the head for you fans. Look at that clean head. Virtually no lacing on there. So that proves that it is a clean beer. That's enough of that just for a second. Just before I round this off, I would like to introduce you. Now this is what I said about the real beer fans. You will remember this is the latest Stella. This is a Stella that you can buy virtually all over the world now. The original Stella that I'm not too keen on. When I was younger, about 15, 16, I grew up on this. This is also Stella. What you're looking at is two different generations of Stella Artois. This one here was the Stella Artois I loved and I grew up on. This is a new make that they've now done. Ingredients and tastes have changed drastically over the years, although the design on the label hasn't really changed at all. There you go, if I burp, sign of a good beer. What I mean by that, you've still got the horn on both, still got the red Stella Artois with the frilly bits around it. Hasn't really changed. The flavour has. This one is here in England, and if you are from England, you will know exactly what I mean when I say this word. We used to call Stella Artois wife beater because it had a tendency to make most people angry, violent. I don't know, there was something in this that sent everyone batshit. I don't know. Sadly, well, thankfully I wasn't one of them. I was about 16, 17, loved drinking this. It's all I used to drink. Obviously, until these reviews now whereby I'm trying all different beers. But hey ho, the old flavour had a bit of a twang to it. That's the only way I can describe it. I haven't drunk this because they do not make this anymore. I just happen to have the last bottle from many years. Yes, it is still sealed, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real stuff. There is still beer inside this. I would love to crack it open to show you, but I don't want to ruin the fun. Because it is mildly out of date. As you can see there, just on the neck of the bottle, you can see the liquid moving. That is proof that it is actual beer inside it. But this was out of a crate that I once, well, not me personally, but my brother bought way back in 2008. So this is 2008 Stella Artois. 2008, we're now 2016. And the sell-by date on this was May the 8th of May. I think that's 2008, maybe even 2002. And it might be 2002. I'm not too sure, but it's at least 8 years old. This thing. So we're in 2016 now. There's your proof. Comes in at 5.2%, and this is a 248 ml because it was a crate. I used to love this stuff. I used to drink this religiously. Now we've made new way for the new era of Stella Artois. Not too happy about it. Not much has changed. Still the same cap. Different logo on the front. On the actual neck of the bottle. The Anno 1366 Stella Artois. There you go. So ladies and gentlemen, you cannot no longer buy this stuff. Maybe you can in Belgium, I don't know. Maybe they still do the 5.2 stuff in Belgium, and I hope and I only can pray that they do, because if Belgium do, I am one happy bunny. Because I will be getting the next flight there, and I'll be there. Because I used to love this stuff. Not this stuff, this stuff. The old Stella, the original Stella. Not the new Stella. So, what would I do with the new Stella? Well, yeah, it's nice. It's thirst quenching, basic flavours, very safe, nice colour. Carbonation's okay, lacing's okay. Cleanliness, got to give it a 10, and I think that's why they got away and changed the ingredients to the new Stella from the new Stella, because as I mentioned, the old Stella had a twang to it, and they've tried to clean this up a little bit. The old stuff tasted a bit skunky, a little bit artificially, with a twang. This is now completely clean, fresh, different breed entirely. So, yeah. Very first quenching, very cheap as well. I bought this from my local off license, or if you're American, convenience store, for just £1. So I'm not sure what that is in dollars, but that's roughly about $1, maybe 50 cents, something like that. So very, very cheap. They're very, very cheap indeed. So a cheap beer. Is it a cheap brew? I wouldn't say it is. What it is a non-offensive, clean-tasting beer that's loved by everyone, or most people at least. So till next time, fans, I hope to not leave it too long before I come back and do another review. If I am, please feel free to bug me and tell me and say, come on, Ruku, we want some more beer. Let's come and do some more beers. Then hopefully I will. But just give me a little while, fans and viewers, and I'll be racking up some more beers. Haven't got none in the pipeline as of yet, so give me time and I'll be bringing out some new beers for you fans. Because I love you all, and you've all been patient with me. And I know that there's a lot of beer drinkers out there. So here's to all the beer drinkers and to all my fans and viewers. Until next time, fans.